This is Dave from Beyond the Sea Bag podcast, and today we are going to talk about tomahawks, and one in particular tomahawk, the Gerber Downrange Tomahawk, this one right here. I only do product reviews on products that I've actually used and used in the field extensively, and this is one of them. If this episode gets some traction, I'll do some more episodes on tomahawks in the future as well too, because I think they're great. Like using them, and I keep them with me usually in my vehicle as well too. So please subscribe to Beyond the Sea Bag podcast, and let's get going. All right, so the Gerber Downrange Tomahawk, I'm going to go over a few things that I've seen, some of the downsides of this. And one of the biggest, there's two biggest downsides that I've seen on this, and I can understand that. One of them is founded, I think the other is unfounded, but that's just my opinion. So the first one, which I think is founded, is the sheath. I'm not going to lie, this sheath sucks. All right, so it's a Molly built sheath. This is basically it right here. So straps hook onto your Molly gear. This is already broken already, the retainer for the bottom handle, and then the insert for the pry bar right here. So this is pretty much garbage. All right, so it is what it is. I have a couple guys that make sheaths for me, and it's the same thing with any of my knives that I carry that I've made custom sheaths for from a real leather guy. So if you have that capability to do that or do that yourself, I would highly suggest making something that's more built for this kind of thing, because that sheath is garbage. So the other part of this, and this is always hard to get off for some reason, is it's a Kydex cover for the blade, right? And you just push that off like that and take it off. So it's pretty sturdy, I guess. I'm going to go over the specifications right now. It is about $280. It's not a cheap tomahawk. It's made out of 420 HC steel. It is made in the United States, and you can tell that it's pretty high quality. The whole thing is pretty high quality. I've used this a number of times for a number of uses, and I'm going to go over those. The length from blade down to the tip down here is 19.27 inches. All right. Now we're looking at the blade here, right? That was the other, I think, unfounded downfall of this blade, or this tomahawk, is that everyone says it's not sharpened out of the box. All right, well, it's not. This tomahawk is used by law enforcement, it's used by military, and it's a breaching tool. Okay, it's not a cutting tool like some of your tomahawks that you can do bushcraft with. You're not going to do bushcraft with this thing. I use it for demos. I'm a contractor, so I use it on demos because I think it's better than a demo hammer as well too, because you do have the pry bar on it. And the good thing about this pry bar is most pry bars are only a long, I don't know what you want to call them, a long piece of steel, and you got to hold on to that, and there's no support getting more force into whatever you're prying open, right? This actually has a handle, right, which is pretty cool. And you can stick this in a doorway, stick this in whatever you're prying open, and basically using the lever like this, you have more of a grip here. And even what I do is, if I'm doing that, I'll put the sheath back on so it's even more comfortable, and you have even more of a grip on this. All right. It does have a nail puller as well, right there. This is for a lanyard. I don't know. I fucking hate lanyards, so I don't know anybody that uses that has one of these things. It also has a hammer end, which has been extensively used. And I mean, that's about it. It's down and dirty. It works. I can go through 2x4s on this. I can describe walls in seconds. Ripped out whole frameworks with this. I actually was driving one day down the road and saw a car on its side. It hit another car. It was on its side. The two people, it was a husband and wife, I think. I think they just come from a wedding because that's what they look like. They were trapped inside. There was smoke coming in the inside of the car. They still had the car on. The wheels were spinning. And probably like about 30 people were standing outside just looking. Either, I think some were actually even taking pictures. It was just kind of fucked up. They weren't even trying to help. So I stopped. I immediately grabbed this, told them to cover their eyes, and I went through that windshield like it was butter and ripped the windshield open. They climbed out, and they were good to go. And with the idiots that were standing around in that incident, they would have probably died of smoke inhalation because no one was doing shit. It was pretty pathetic, and I don't have very good hope for humanity when shit like that happens. When I see like that, I'm like, geez, man. People just don't know how to do anything, or just don't want to, or just want to get shit for their Facebook account or something. But it was like, what the hell are you even doing? I could have also stopped and, hey, get some video of me doing this, or come on, that wouldn't have been cool either. So I'm not saying one thing and doing another either. I don't think. I just went and did that, and I remember even the cop coming up to me, and he's like, "You did that?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And he's like, "That's a really nice Tomahawk." And I was like, "Yeah, you guys are supposed to have these as well too. I know a lot of law enforcement do that, probably more or less SWAT or something like that, or the guys that are going to breach or whatever." And you can actually carry this around and use it in public. So if you're using what we used in the Marine Corps and a Mossberg or something like that for breaching, you can't really do that. And what the hell am I going to do with a shotgun trying to get somebody out of a sideways upturned car with smoke in it, right? Blow the windshield out with a Mossberg. But no, this went through it pretty easily, and I recommend this Tomahawk. Hands down. This is a nice Tomahawk. You can, since it's 420 HC steel, you can sharpen this, and that's why they make it. That's, I think, what they say on their the feedback of people saying the fucking blade garbage doesn't come sharp, and they're saying, well, it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be for demo. It's not supposed to be for cutting your steak or anything like that. Okay, but you can sharpen it to your likeness too. So I think it's more versatile when it comes to that. And if you don't know how to sharpen, then why the fuck do you have a Tomahawk in the first place? Because you're going to have to, what do you take? You can take it to somebody, I guess, like Sale in my sharpening episode, right? So I'm going to take it to somebody like that and have it sharpened. This did fine in all the demos that I've done with it. And it is Sunday today, so I'm in a bad place, and this is now Sunday, the day that I'm supposed to get out this episode, and I'm just doing this, so I haven't had a very good run of things lately, so decided to I knew I was going to do this anyway, but I just haven't had the determination to put out an episode, but I wanted to get this out so we stay on schedule, and I'm doing that with this episode. I am going to record sometime this week. I never had the chance to get out any shorts or anything like that for this episode, but I am going to go out back and throw up a couple 2x4s and hack through those, and just so you see something, some kind of demo. So stay tuned for that. And that'll be hopefully this week if I don't run into any more bullshit. But so anyway, Gerber Downrange Tomahawk. This is an awesome tool for breaching, not cutting steak, nothing like that. Breaching. And demo, if you're a contractor, man, I like this better than the demo hammer, I think. I mean, both of them are good, but this has a little bit longer reach, and you don't get your knuckles fucked up when you're trying to rip something out, and it goes right through, and if you're a contractor, you know what I'm talking about. So that's about it. Be on the Seabag Podcast. Please subscribe. We're over 200 subscribers right now, and I appreciate that. Let's keep it going. I'm getting a lot of feedback from a lot of vets around my area, so I appreciate them as well too. Thank you for that. Thank you for your support, And I'll see you on the next episode, all right? Beyond the Sea Bag.